welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy and welcome to my pick a card channel. Today's pick a card topic is all about somebody who wants you, somebody who has their eyes on you, a secret crush perhaps, and what are their secret thoughts towards you. So if you're new to the channel, if you are an old subscriber or a new subscriber, pull up a chair, get cozy. We're going to have a little chat today because we're all friends when we gather around my table. Welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers as always. Thank you guys so much for your support and your kind comments. Be sure to drop your comments below and hit your notification bell if you would like to be entered for a chance to win a free tarot reading. And if you're new to the channel, I do offer a chance for my subscribers to win a reading as a thank you for your presence here. All you have to do is drop your comment below any of my readings this month. Make sure you hit your notification bell and your like button. I will notify you via the comment section if you are chosen the winner, but I will give you indications and clear instructions on how to reach out to me to get the ball rolling. So don't be scammed by anybody who is sending DMs. I will never send unsolicited DMs, and I believe other tarot channels don't usually do that either. So be sure to protect yourselves from scammers who are posing as the Tarot Cottage or other tarot related content here on YouTube and also on Instagram. But today's topic is all about somebody who wants you, somebody who is crushing really hard on you. What are their secret thoughts and who is this person? We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 with the white flower and the art of seduction. Pile number 2 with the sunflower and Eva. Pile number 3 with the purple flower and mermaid's love. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting today from spirit, and I'm going to jump into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is about a person who wants you. Who is this person and what are their secret thoughts and feelings towards you? Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the white flower. You were also drawn to the art of seduction, and this is your reading. Who is this person that wants you so badly? What are some of their secret thoughts? The art of seduction, these cards are coming from the Oracle of Mystical Moments, and the art of seduction talks about somebody whose senses are tantalized by you. Like all of their senses are affected by this seduction, by the way that you influence them and affect them. I feel like they perhaps have resisted up to this point or really tried to minimize their reaction to this temptation surrounding you, but you have an effect on them. Even if they haven't shown that effect to the collective, perhaps, you're having a very profound effect on them in this moment. This card speaks to using your feminine wiles, your feminine grace and beauty in order to influence this person, and they paid attention. They feel like also that there's this aspect of you having this effect on other people. It's like the way that you carry yourself. It could even feel like almost intentional, the way that you carry yourself around this person. Like the slightest touch, they respond to. If you brushed past them and touched their arm, they would respond to it. So there's something very powerful about the attraction that they have towards you and how it influences them as well. They think very, very highly of you. But you can see how this person's also dressed up so fancy. It's like their decorum perhaps, or maybe you're out of bounds or something, that they're trying to resist this temptation. But they think that you are really good and well-versed in the art of seduction. So you just are a very feminine energy because they're really highlighting the feminine form. They're really highlighting the way that you carry yourself around this person, and they've definitely picked up on that. We're going to use the Muse Tarot for you to start here. So who is this person who wants pile number 1? The person that has their eye on you. This person wants you. Who is this person? And what are some of their secret thoughts towards you? 4 of Swords. And she's sitting in what looks like a big bathtub or something, and she's healing, she's reflecting. There's rose petals floating. There is this capacity for romance and fantasy surrounding this connection. This person sort of fantasizes about taking care of you. But I feel like there's a reality in this present moment that stops them from being able to act towards you. It's like they feel like they have to defend themselves against some of these seduction energies, some of these feelings, these impressions that you give them, even though honestly it kind of empowers their ego, gives them something really positive to focus on. We have the Moon, Scorpio. Who is the person that wants pile number 1? What are some of their secret thoughts? We have the Ace of Swords reversed, This is someone too that gets really stressed out when you're around. You make them very, very nervous. And they're not being honest with how they feel about you. I feel like this person really focuses on integrity, and it's like they feel like they have to be dishonest. They're restraining themselves when it comes to you because you represent perhaps huge changes in their life. This moon asks us to trust our intuition to prepare for those changes. And I just heard, what do you need to release? So there could be a message there waiting for someone about what needs to be released. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is someone who is very involved in their own career, and they perhaps hold many roles, perhaps associated with the career, but also beyond. But they're working really hard on their career right now, and they do feel like different areas of their life require a focus and attention, and that's where you come in to distract. You distract them from their responsibilities a little bit, but they're working really hard on their career. And if I was honest with you, I almost feel like this person has intentions to make themselves known, or they just assume that eventually something's going to progress here because of the way that you influence them, because of the way that they feel sort of seduced by you. There is this almost anticipation of what's coming next. Here with the Sun on the back of the deck, we have really strong Leo energy, and there's the Ten of Cups. Now you'll notice that with this Sun energy, she's hovering above the sand. Her solar plexus is all lit up. So this person could be waiting for a moment of empowerment, waiting for a moment of confidence before they reveal themselves to you. But I feel like you're already privy to this person, or you're already aware of them in some way. Otherwise, because they feel like you're putting in a lot of effort in order to get their attention in this moment. And it hasn't gone on deaf ears, I just heard. They've paid attention. They've seen some of the way, even the way that you carry yourself. And I almost said in the office, so please take that as it resonates. It could be a work connection, but the way that you carry yourself, they feel like you're trying to draw their attention, and that could just be wishful thinking, but they feel like you're trying to get their attention, and you got their attention. They see you. I just heard full spectrum. They see you. Queen of Wands, you could be the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius if you're the Divine Feminine. There is this message about this person feeling like you're out of their league a little bit. They're a little bit intimidated by you, by what you represent. And there's an emphasis on your hair as well. They love the way that your hair is, or they like watching your hair move in some way too. This person that is a little bit obsessed with you, this person that wants you, I feel like they aren't prepared necessarily to take action at this very moment. They don't feel ready for the changes in their life that you could represent. We have the Knight of Cups. A really strong Scorpio element with this person. We have Capricorn with the Devil. But you'll notice here with the Devil, the Divine Masculine, his tail is being lit aflame. And the Divine Feminine, her tail is just embers, but this Divine Masculine, their tail is lit aflame. So there's this feeling about you lighting them up inside. There's a very strong physical attraction, sexual attraction that this person has towards you. And this is the type of person too that is very generous with you in the environment that they know you. And if you are in a work realm with this person, they would be very kind to you. They would be very generous with you in some way. This person presents themselves as a gentleman. And they are the type of person to jump through the hoops of other people's expectations. Like they follow the collective expectations. There's something also striking about this person's eyes. So that may help to identify who this person is, who is really wanting you at this moment. But this is the Devil attachment. This is the want. This is the desire. It's also representing the insecurity that's stopping or delaying the action that they want to take, because they could be waiting for the perfect moment to release their truth. The perfect moment's not going to present themselves. It's going to require them to be a little bit vulnerable. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and I heard it's just a matter of time. They are also highlighting the work realm here, and this could be highlighting work that needs to be done to achieve their goals with you, but also the work realm in general could be where this person knows you from. We have the World, and we have the Three of Pentacles. They're also claiming to be connected to you in the online world, so you could have access to this person's social media, or maybe you have talked online back and forth. It could have been because of work-related issues, however, for some watching. For another person, I feel a church surrounding this person. So they could go to your church or go to church with you in some way. We have the Hanged Man, and there's the Two of Cups. They would love to have a relationship with you, and I feel that it's only a matter of time before they make themselves known in some way, before they reveal the truth of how they're feeling. What are some of the secret thoughts that this person is having towards pile number one, please? The person that wants, pile one. Surprise. You may be about to be surprised. They do have intentions towards bringing forward an offer, or in the very least, it may not present as an offer. It may present of just more communication that leads to more, to more vulnerability, more honesty between the two of you. Because enlightenment, with enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine. And you can see it's coming in this open hand palm. We do have obstacles, looking for ways around obstacles to find happiness. And in this moment, the changes to their life, I feel like, is the biggest obstacle, the fear of the unknown and of what's going to happen when they do present themselves or their feelings towards you. I don't think it's going to come as a big surprise, because they feel like you have been almost encouraging them through your actions, through your interactions together. You've been encouraging them, or they just feel really encouraged. They feel like this could be mutual. They don't want to second guess themselves, and that's what's putting this delay in, is this insecurity, because they have put you up on a pedestal. So although they want to believe that you feel the same way and that your behaviors are reflecting that in the environment that you know them, they're insecure enough to allow some of that fear to intercept and to slow down their pursuit ultimately. Now, there is a message coming through for someone very specific watching here about, again, a passive approach. Sometimes this passive approach can indicate an inability to commit at this very moment. What are some of the thoughts, secret thoughts and feelings that they are having towards pile number one, please? I think about you every damn day. And I just saw you deserve better than this, because they don't think that you're in their league in this moment. You are so attractive to me. That's why you're so well versed in the art of seduction. I want to make you my spouse one day. So this person, again, they feel very genuine. Even though there's a seduction energy, a sexual element, this person feels kind of emotional and sort of a vulnerable person. And I keep hearing the windows to the soul. Their eyes could be very striking. That tends to be a feature sometimes of the Scorpio energy. So they could be a Scorpio coming through here. Where have you been all my life? Where have you been? And I'm also getting, especially if there's a work connection here, somebody could be working online. That could be why there's just a connection online at this point. Because reach out to me, please, is coming through. Who is the person that wants pile number one, please? And what are their secret thoughts? I just saw addicted to you as well. And here it is, coming out again for a second time. So we're going to pull it. Addicted to you. And that's the obsession of the devil. I'm afraid you won't like the person I've become. It's like, I'm afraid you won't like me for me, or you, if they're vulnerable with you, that you won't be on the same level as them. I'm on the fence about what to do, because we're not on the same level and I do not deserve you. So this person really feels like there is a distinct difference between you and themselves, to be honest with you. They almost see you as kind of like the star of the room. So when you're in the room, you kind of light up the room. You attain a lot of attraction. We have raccoon. Somebody wearing a mask. I'm also feeling a sense of like having a lot of resources. So somebody who could maybe have a lot of coin or hold a really good position in their career. They also don't really lack anything in a physical department when it comes to worrying about your rejection, because I feel like they have everything they really require to succeed with you, and they just don't recognize that yet. So they're taking a very slow approach. Tarantula and the turtle, which are both about patience, and they're kind of waiting for, again, a perfect opportunity where it's like maybe the two of you are getting to talk to each other. Maybe there's no distractions. They're just waiting for a perfect opportunity to make their move. We do have octopus on the back of the deck, and I always think about a really intelligent aspect. I think of almost a teacher or somebody who holds a teaching position. Just a lot of intelligence coming from this person. What are the secret thoughts that this person has, please, towards pile number 1? Secret feelings and thoughts. We have heartbroken, separation. You could be, again, it feels like you have seen each other very recurringly, like you see each other quite a bit. There could be a separation where there's an online connection now. And that's been disappointing. Wanting to transcend obstacles, preparing for union, expansion, and new phase. And that's what they're looking for. They're just being very strategic. They're not showing their true hand of cards. They're taking a gamble. And that's the truth, is that time's not going to wait for them either. They could be taking a gamble when it comes to the delays that they are expecting in the future of this situation. But Spirit says you may expect this person to reveal themselves to you. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. The person that wants pile number 1, please. What was the very last thought that they had about pile 1 in a bowl? In the bowl, we have the Tower reversed, the 3 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. They were really thinking about this full spectrum, really thinking about what their goals are in this connection with you. And it has a lot to do with expansion, moving it away from where the two of you are sitting in this moment. But they don't want to wreak havoc in your life right now. Or they don't want to create upheaval for themselves. So they're just not ready to reveal. Because once they reveal to you, it's like, I can't go back. Once I tell you how I feel, I can't backtrack and take it back. I don't want to look foolish. I don't want to feel insecure. So they are delaying. We've got a lot of letters today. We have M and Y, Q and Z. We also have the honey cells that are fixed, that are all filled. I do think of a worker bee, like a worker element, so career could be a factor here. We have N and D, and we have the sun rune. Again, there's an aspect of clarity, somebody who has definitely come to a conclusion that they have to clarify how they're feeling. We do have pizza. I just heard pizza party. We have the 8 of Pentacles, again here with the 4 of Wands, so twin flame energies. 2 people who feel very similarly. Both of my lights just went out on either side of that flame. And I'm getting an aspect about commitment cycles that perhaps for someone needs to come to a close before we can light up the center. We have position of authority with the crown. And we do have, again, a worker aspect with the nickel. There's a beaver here, so a family-oriented creature. We also have 2005 on that nickel. I think of May and the 5th of any month. Pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. Hope that it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out your link for Etsy below as well for a personal reading. And I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the sunflower. You're also drawn to the Eva card or Eva card, and this is your reading. Who wants you? Who has their eye on you? Who is crushing on you in this moment? What are some of their secret thoughts that they're having towards you in this moment as well? Now, what's interesting about the Eva card that you were drawn to is that it asks us to proceed with caution. It's number 16. Now, this card indicates that when we look at Eva or Eva, however you want to pronounce that, we can't tell what her intentions are. And so this person could or feel like they're doing a really good job at hiding their true intentions or hiding their feelings for you in this moment. And perhaps they're doing a really good job. Maybe you have no idea who this person is. The 16 of the Tower energy can talk about epiphanies that after we reveal them will change everything. And the snake acts like a tempting energy. It's sort of surrounding the neck, but a temptation that could lead to destruction perhaps, or a temptation that just leads to permanent change. But they feel like they're doing a really good job at deceiving you or keeping the wool pulled over your eyes when it comes to their true feelings. But you were also drawn to the sunflower, which is an element of wanting to clarify everything in between us as well. So let's take a look here. For pile number 2, who wants pile number 2? Who is secretly obsessing over pile number 2? What are some of their thoughts and feelings at this moment? We have the Magician. And you'll notice that the Magician in this case as well has the collar around his neck, which is indicating somebody who's not communicating truly how they feel. And yet the Rabbit is very curious. His eyes are like saucers, somebody who is gazing upon you, but controlling the communication between the two of you in some way, or micromanaging it, controlling their voice so that they don't share how they feel with you. We have the Page of Cups. There's almost an aspect of this person being intimidated by this energy, by the Divine Feminine, because I just heard these boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are going to walk all over you. And there's this impression or this fear coming from this person about your ability to hurt them, your ability to walk all over them, your ability to hurt them. We have the Moon, Scorpio. Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups. We do have the Three of Swords coming out here with the Page of Wands, and there is the Lovers. Now I am getting an indication that for someone watching, either you or this person could have an attachment. There is an aspect of having to walk away from something in order to create progress here in this connection. So that could be why there is this uncertainty, why we're feeling like we can't reveal our true selves or the true nature of our connection here. Because they're speaking about wanting a relationship, but perhaps relationships being a factor already and getting in the way of the potential here. Can you clarify, please, the Magician? Who is obsessing over pile number 2? And what are some of their secret thoughts? Their secret thoughts surrounding you are all about fueling this curiosity. They want to know you. They want to get to know you. Literally the ins and outs. Like they want to know you. Of course, part of that knowing is a physical relationship. But they feel like it's through the physical that they can reveal their true nature of how they feel. That could just indicate a hurt cycle as well. So if there's no third party for them, they just may be coming out of a third party situation or coming out of a disappointment that is causing them to guard their heart space. But moving into a relationship with you could empower them, could show them the full spectrum. But it's almost like they only feel comfortable easing into the relationship in a very physical way. There's something mirrored about your appearances almost in a way. You're both the same race, or you're both, there's just something similar about the two of you. It even could be in the eyes, but there's something similar. A parallel between the two of you. They're also saying there could be a parallel in your sun signs, and that's not going to be for everyone. We do have Scorpio as a really strong aspect here along with Gemini. And I just heard twins too, and of course that relates to the Gemini energy, but that could resonate for someone in the collective. This is someone who has communicated with you online in the past. And one might consider them a friend, to be honest with you. Like you might consider them sort of a friend in this moment. I feel like within this friendship, emotions have popped up unexpectedly. It's like we didn't intend for this to evolve into something more fiery or more curious. And so there's this temptation surrounding the situation. But they might call you a friend, but it's definitely more than friendship here. We have the Four of Wands. And to be honest with you, I feel like you know who this person is, despite the fact that they think that they're being very sneaky or cautious about how they are acting around you. I feel like the two of you have very similar feelings for each other. There's a certain amount of ignition between the two of you. And I almost feel like you could have partnered up on something. And yet I'm not getting an overwhelming sense of the work realm here. Could be that you're just partnering up on the attraction. Here's the Page of Wands. I'm also getting the impression that the Divine Masculine could be slightly younger than the Divine Feminine in this scenario. We have the Five of Cups reversed with the Lovers. Now, for someone in this connection, there could be, again, the presence of third party, because they're claiming to have a very important moral choice to make in relation to the temptation that they feel, which is why perhaps you were drawn to the Eva card in the first place with the number 16 of the Tower energy, because this gateway that they see with you is filled with potential in their mind's eye, but also filled with major change. They do feel like they've outgrown, or maybe they feel like if it's reversed, that you've outgrown the environment that you find yourself in, and they're hoping that if they've outgrown the environment that they're in, that so have you, and the two of you can progress together. They are emphasizing in the future that a connection with you would require forgiveness cycles or movement in third party, perhaps. There could be collateral damage, so to speak, when it comes to other people and the influence that this connection has on other people in the future. How does this person feel, please? And who is this person that is secretly in love, secretly wants pile number 2? You deserve love. You are lovable, but someone is holding back. And I feel like it's hard for them to hold back in this moment. It almost feels like they're tolerating less than what they deserve in their current environments or within the dynamics of this attraction for you. They're holding back because they're not convinced that they deserve abundance. But we have, it is safe for you to love, and somebody who is trying to manifest. And we started with the Magician, someone who's trying to conjure up change, but knowing that they're going to have to put themselves out there, in the very least with you, to reveal themselves to you. It's almost like they're preparing themselves for failure, however. They could be really preparing themselves for rejection. We do have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And that really speaks to the Eight of Cups, and perhaps the necessity in the near future to release and heal the past, any emotional or physical restrictions that they feel like they need to clear out to create changes with you. But they have almost convinced themselves that this pathway with you leads to abundance. They just have to go exploring it, and that it's going to lead to abundance. But it could involve, again, a forgiveness cycle that is necessary as well. How does this person secretly feel? What are their secret thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2? Spiritual connection. Your spiritual journey is just beginning, and the Moon and the Four of Wands is in the center of your reading. This is a card of deep intuition and deep connection. So it's not just a physical attraction. This goes beyond that. They feel like they've connected with you on an emotional level in some way, and you begin to feel your heartbeat faster when the two of you are close together. It also looks like these people are dressed in marriage clothes as well. So please take that as it resonates to the commitment cycles on your mind here. Your connection is eternal and unbreakable. And they're showing tic-tac-toe. It's like a game being played. It's like back and forth games, flirtation cycles with this person as well. What are their secret thoughts towards pile number 2, please? This person that wants pile 2. Really strong emphasis on Gemini here. Cupid's arrow, having faith, love is coming, hesitation, and a surprise. And again, the feelings, they didn't anticipate this. We have the Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, persistence, working on it. This could indicate a involvement in the work realm for some watching. That's not the overarching theme, but they're also talking about having to rebuild after a build. So again, walking away from something, walking away from a foundation, walking away from pain in order to rebuild and starting at square one. We have the snake, competition, the other woman, enemy, clever, sabotage energy. And we have camera, reminiscent, keepsake, making new memories. I also feel like this person could be checking up on you, keeping tabs on you on the internet as well, pile 2. Let's get some message cards to see what sort of thoughts they've been having towards pile number 2, please. I fell so hard and so fast for you. Unintentionally. It says, I've made a lot of mistakes already in this connection. And we have, I think we really look good together. And there's this duality to your attraction. Two people who are equally attractive. I'm very stuck in a complicated situation right now, which is why they feel like they have to be cautious with their approach. And the Eva card talks of that as well, being cautious with our approach. Did you ever feel the same? And Spirit says there's a very strong likelihood here that you feel very similar to this person. My attraction to you is way more than physical, but it may have started with a very strong physical connection. It says, I'm sorry if I hurt you, but there's no going back now. And that's the Tower energy. And the sorry, the forgiveness, the necessity for that is the Five of Cups in the reverse with this Three of Swords. So there's an apologetic energy coming through of like, I'm sorry if I have to hurt others. I'm sorry if I have to burn a few bridges, but there's no going back now. I want you, I just can't in this present moment. So there could be delays here, but this person really wants to see progress. The issue with the progress that Spirit sees coming in for you, pile 2, is the fact that the change is looming in the present moment. The doorway is open, and there's still this hesitation to make the decision, to make the conscious choice to walk through it. But this person does have intentions towards more. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. What was the last thought that this person who is obsessed with pile 2, who wants pile 2, what was the last thought they had? Oh, we have the Empress reverse. We also have, well, I put her in the upright. She was reversed. We have the Ace of Wands. There's a feeling of somebody who's dependent upon this person, or dependence in general, someone who's not feeling very secure about themselves or what they have to offer. But we have this Ace of Wands energy, this spark that leads to change, and this intuitive thought towards the risk that they want to take when it comes to you. Thoughts of you are definitely this person's constant companion. But so is the idea of the risk associated with you. We have money bags. I do think of the work realm. I also think of literally a bank, so please take that as it resonates. We have the crystal here, the clear crystal. I think of crystal, clear intentions. We have full. We have the letter A and K and L and H and T. We also have a crown. I think of a position of authority, a position that we're holding, and this could be in the work realm at our home. And we have the key, and we have a wrench. So there's the ability for transition, but there could be a bit of a wrench in our plans, and part of that wrench could be feeling limited or feeling stuck in a prison of our own making. Pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so. You can also check out my link for Etsy and for Instagram. That link is below as well if you are interested in a personal reading. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the purple flower and to the mermaid's love, and this is your reading. Who secretly wants you, and what are some of their secret thoughts towards you at this time? The mermaid's love, this card, it's from the Oracle of Mystical Moments, and you can see how he's holding her down. She is perhaps the one who dreams. She's a dreamer. She's floating into the ethereal. She's floating into the clouds, and he's the stabilizing force who is holding her down to the ground level and not holding her back, but keeping her secure, keeping her anchored. There's a real sense of difference here. It's like oil and water a little bit, or opposites that attract. So this could be somebody who is very conservative, whereas you're more invested in spirituality, and you're more invested in conquering curiosity when it comes to those types of questions. Whereas this person could maybe take a more practical approach to the steps and to their understanding. So it's like two opposites that really attract. I also feel like this person is a very loyal person. Like there's just something loyal about them. There's something focused about their goals when it comes especially to their career goals, for instance. There's just something very focused about them. She's also dressed like kind of like a mermaid, so there's a temptation that they're feeling associated with you, and there's a fear of like what influence you could have on the divine masculine. When I think of the mermaid, I think of a mermaid that lures sailors to their deaths with their beautiful voice. And so there's this fear that it resides inside of this person about where could this attraction lead me in this moment. So let's take a look here. Who is this person who secretly wants pile number 3, and what are their secret thoughts and feelings at this moment? We have the Temperance. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. This person has wanted you for a really long time. We have the Two of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. And there's been evolution. I almost feel like there was a slight separation, and then you crossed paths again for someone watching, because it almost feels like a second chance or a second opportunity. We have the Four of Pentacles, and we do have the Chariot in this moment. Let's clarify. Who is this person? We do have Cancer energy very strong here. There's also a really strong emphasis on Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius energy. Page of Wands reversed. This person may have gone to school with you in the past, and they were really struggling. They could have been somebody who struggled in school or struggled with your connection in the past when they were young. I almost feel like an ugly duckling syndrome with this person. It's like in the past when they were very young, they struggled with how they looked, and they've definitely evolved since that point. They feel more confident about how they look today, but they had lacked a lot of confidence in the past of this attraction. And they were waiting for the perfect moment in the past, maybe waiting for confidence, but that never sort of arrived ultimately. You have been a major feature or a factor for this person, a major influence of this person. Even if there was a period of disconnect, you were influencing them quite a bit because you were a part of their awakening, so to speak, or part of their, it almost feels like a sexual awakening, but I don't feel like the two of you ever dated or anything. I feel like it's a part of their sexual awakening because you inspired it, but they never got the chance to implement anything in regards to this sexual awakening. Because everything's changed for them and nothing's changed when it comes to their feelings for you. So everything else, everything practical has changed around them. Their physical world is very different. They are physically very different, but inside they're still like that, I don't want to say child because I feel more of a teen energy, but they're still right back where you left them. And now because of that experience and because of evolution, because of awareness growing, they have a fuller spectrum over that opportunity. And now they want to take a stand, because I'm seeing the fawn hiding in the grass, trying to stay not sabotage, but trying to stay hidden in the grass, and now they're taking a stand. I almost feels like there was a resurgence or communication that opened up after a period of delay. So you may be communicating with this person right this moment. You may be communicating with them online perhaps, or just communicating with them in general. Because they are claiming to be making investments with you now, some type of communication investment with you now. And I also feel like they live in a different city than you in this moment as well, or they're living in a different, it feels like a different city, if I'm honest. Could be a different country for some people, but mostly it's a city. It doesn't feel like that's huge of a physical separation. We have the 9 of Swords. And this person, you make them very, very nervous. Like, again, they should feel so confident. And when it comes to you, they don't. Back of the deck is the 3 of Cups, and we have the Ace of Cups. And this 3 of Cups is friendship. 3 of Cups is somebody that, again, there's a youthful mentality. It's about going out with groups of friends. So you may have hung out in the past in groups of friends, or they would have been a part of your friend group. But it was way deeper than that for them. Even in the past, it's still way deeper for them in this present moment. But we have here the Devil energy. There's Capricorn. There's the Page of Swords and Strength. So Leo. Now, I feel like if they're not, I feel like they're in communication with you in this moment, but they're also connected to you online and they're watching you online. So they're not always talking to you when they're watching you online, but they are watching you in this moment. They're also talking about, again, education and the things that they've learned, not just because they went to school with you in the past, but also because of this separation and their awareness naturally growing. They're still feeling that obsession. They're still feeling that attachment to you. This is the want. This is the desire. And the desire is speaking about a new emotional start and almost like easing their fears. It's like, give me peace of mind to know that it's not in my head and I'm not crazy and I didn't imagine it and it's not just one-sided, because that's their fear in this moment. I feel like you could almost be planning a meeting with them. Like you might be getting together with them in the future or making some type of plan to a person from your past or a friend from your past that you're currently in contact with. You might have already made plans to see each other, or there's tentative plans to see each other in the future. And there's a lot of nerves associated with that moment because they have intentions in that moment to shoot their shot. They have intentions to give in to the temptation and shoot their shot. They don't know what the consequences are going to be, which is why they're really, really overthinking everything in this present moment, because they don't know what the consequences are going to be. So they're coming forward with an offer. There's some type of reunion on the horizon. There's like a plan that's being executed, and the doorway that opens could change things in the dynamics of this connection because their interest is in a relationship with you. They don't want to just stay in the background. They don't want to just want you in an obsessive way. They want progress. In the very least, they want clarity and they want healing. They're telling themselves that in anticipation of this opportunity or this meeting that they want to plan with you or that they have already planned with you. They're anticipating the action, but they're also anticipating perhaps the necessity to heal, the necessity to gain closure. So they could be telling themselves that it's closure just to try to placate their nerves because they're nervous. They're losing, and they're going to lose sleep right before that. Like they're going to lose a lot of sleep before the actual moment because there's so much riding on it for them. And there's the strength, tackling their strength to offer more communication, to offer a more balanced perspective on what they are feeling and what they experience and how they truly want this to progress between the two of you. And again, you couldn't be more different perhaps, but there's something about being a support system and holding each other down, perhaps through the years or in the past. Perhaps you relied on them to really kind of be there for you in the past. And you'll notice that there's a little bird here on top of the top hat. The top hat is a symbol of complacency and status, and the bird is this symbol of news that wants to be on the way, but the news isn't on the way yet. We have healing heart, freedom from relationship or addiction, healing from the heartbreak. So they're telling themselves that it's closure so that they can gain freedom and they can start the healing process. But I feel like it has more to do with the resurgence of something more. They're hoping that now it's more of a level playing field because again, in the past, they didn't feel very confident about themselves, but they're hoping that now there's more of a level playing field of empowerment. You have both receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues with this person. And And we have palm tree, stability, security, flexibility. And when I think of the palm tree, I do think about stability, and I think of the island and loneliness that this person has experienced. Loneliness when it comes to their attraction for you, because they've sometimes convinced themselves that it is one-sided. But we have the dragonfly, be lighthearted and finding out. Things are coming to light, adapting, changing, and healing. And they are determined for that. There's a determination that this person has to bring forward their feelings, to bring forward the truth, or in the very least, to bring forward closure for themselves so they can stop this obsessive energy and they can start the healing process. But again, look at the tail of the divine masculine. It's all lit aflame. It doesn't look like the desire is to put that flame out. It's being ignited again. What are some of their secret thoughts and feelings, please? We have love. Love conquers all. It's like I have to spell it out. Games were being played in the past of this connection, like a cat and mouse game. Or someone who followed you around like a little puppy dog or something in the past. But it's like now I have to literally spell it out in these games that I've been playing. Hoping that love will conquer all. We have admire. It's time to think about everything that you admire in your partner. And you can see two people that are anchored. They have a little tattoo on their finger that are anchored. So the two of you contributed to the delays in this connection as well. But we have deeply and dreams. Look deeply within to discover your soul purpose in your relationships and share your dreams together and make them a reality. And that's the dream that they have. This person feels like they have deep love affection for you. It's not just fire. It's not just attraction. They care about you. Past life connection. Past in this lifetime, but also perhaps extending beyond this lifetime. What are their secret thoughts and feelings, please? The person that wants. Pile number 3. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. There's a feeling about maybe some cultural differences, but also the expectations of the family, the expectations of specifically mom and dad. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, and the codependency is the devil, is the want, is the desire. And trying to let go of control issues and allow the situation to unfold naturally, because someone has been wearing a mask. In your friendship from the past, someone has been wearing a mask, pile 3. Let's get some message cards here. What are some of the thoughts and secret feelings that they've had towards pile number 3, please? You should be here. It's like there's been a miscarriage of justice, I just heard. It's like it's not fair, it's not right. I miss my best friend. I have some growing up to do, and I feel like that came from the past. There's also, they feel like they have to catch up when it comes to healing, when it comes to the attachment in this connection. I really thought that I had more time, and my heart recognized you instantly. So definite past life connection here. I feel like there was an easy rapport just from the beginnings of this friendship in the past as well. I will find my way back to you. And I am going to make contact soon. So if you're not currently in communication with this person, I do feel like there's someone watching who is in current communication with this person. They have intentions on contacting you very, very soon. I would say within the next 3 months for you, pile 3, if you aren't already in communication with them. You are like a dream, and they do dream about this connection. And the back of the deck says, let me out of the friend zone. That's what they want. This person that is secretly wanting you wants out of the friend zone, pile 3. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. What was the last thought that this person had about pile number 3 in the bowl? 6 of Cups, friendship, returns, reunions. They were having this negative thought, actually. They were having a really restricted thought where they were convincing themselves that they're naive to think that you feel the same, that it has to be one-sided, that it's unrealistic to expect anything more. But they're operating from an old crutch system. They're operating from an anchor. The same perspective perhaps that you held towards the situation in the past, which is not a true version of the truth of the situation or a true reflection. So they were thinking about communication. They were thinking about the lack, perhaps, of communication and wanting to bridge that gap. I just heard cabbages and kings from Alice in Wonderland, so that might resonate with someone. We have E. We have the world. Again, there's an aspect of the internet being involved here. They could be watching you, and if they aren't communicating with you in this moment, they are planning on communicating with you soon. We do have here empowerment with the hammer and wanting to put effort into something to empower the situation or to empower myself. So they have work to do and they intend to do it. We do have the 5 honey cells that are unfilled. So there's intentions towards bridging a gap in a separation. So you might be in separation from this person right now. We have the sisterhood of traveling pants. I think of friendship. And I think about a friendship that just fits. It's like a connection that just, it's even though you're different, completely different. In that movie, Sisterhood of Traveling Pants, all of those friends could wear the same pair of jeans and they all had very different body types. And in the same way, I feel like the two of you are opposites, but it just works. It just fits. We have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy with the big owl. We also have here the syringe, so there could be a medication connection. Maybe I even heard diabetes, so take that as it resonates, diabetes. But they're also speaking to addiction energy. Cupid's arrow, unexpected, coming out of the blue. And thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. So somebody who is wanting you. And we have the blank card, a canvas, a clear canvas for creative accountability. So they're taking accountability for what has happened or hasn't happened in this connection. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading. I would love to hear your story, even if you have to come back. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and I do update that shop daily. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.